There are so many heroes with crazy, over-the-top superpowers, but there's one class of character everyone respects.
The master of the martial arts.
Like Sanji, the sous chef of the Straw Hat Pirates searching for the One Piece.
And Rock Lee, the hard-working ninja warrior from the village of Naruto.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
I will defeat him, Sensei.
Who would win a death battle?
Looks like it's pixel
Somewhere
animation.
in the vast ocean is a seafaring land of science. The kingdom of Germa.
When the king of germs decided to churn out some kids, he got
I was
an
just thinking
awesome
that.
idea. How about he make his kids into killer, emotionless super soldiers? What could go wrong?
He forced his queen to undergo surgery that would enhance their children during pregnancy.
Yeah, she wasn't much of a fan.
So she took a drug meant to counteract the effects to hopefully
And
ensure that at
let me
least
guess,
one of her
it killed
children
her.
was, you know, emotionally stable.
A surprisingly low bar to aim for, but hey, good for her. And she pulled it off.
While most of her children were
Sanji.
violent sociopaths, one showed no signs
Let's
of their
face it, we
shared
were all
superhuman
watching this
genetics.
show for Nami.
This is Sanji.
Oh, the poor kid didn't have a great childhood. I mean, he was surrounded by actual
We
superhuman
love that
bullies,
red-haired chick,
but
don't we?
he found peace in cooking for his mom.
Well,
Well, until she died, and then he was thrown in a
of course.
dungeon. Look, I told you his childhood sucked.
Fortunately, Sanji eventually escaped thanks to some help from his sister, who I guess was slightly less of a sociopath, and made his way across the sea as a cook.
Yay!
Until he was shipwrecked and left marooned.
Of
Poor
course.
guy just can't catch a break. But Sanji found a new daddy in the form of
Captain.
pirate Red Leg Zeph, who trained
Red
him in his
Leg.
own martial art, Black Leg style. Wait, shouldn't that be Red Leg style? I'm confused.
It's
So
an art
red
that
legs
focuses
teaching him black
exclusively
leg.
on kicks,
Okay.
which worked out swimmingly.
That makes
for
sense.
Sanji.
Somehow.
No, puns are my job. I don't need you pirating that from me.
As a chef, Sanji firmly believes his hands have no place in a fight.
Lighting
To
a
him,
cigarette.
they should be kept as pristine as
Maybe
possible
what if
for
the gas?
cooking,
What if
which
the
is frankly
gas
beautiful
ovens?
etiquette. Even if his own life is in serious danger, he will not break this self-imposed rule.
You gotta hand it to him. Black Leg is like taking capoeira, taekwondo, and every other martial art with high-flying footwork and mixing them all up like a stew.
Nice.
And just like a tasty dish, he named his attacks after a bunch of
Fantastic.
French words, which I definitely cannot pronounce.
Though
Okay.
the most important to recognize is Diable Jean, also known
Diable
as the
Jean.
Devil Leg. By moving at incredibly high speeds, Sanji builds up
Diable
friction
Jean.
between the air and his leg
Sorry.
until it literally catches on fire. To do so, he'd have to be moving his legs over 11,000 meters per second.
Yeah, that move's pretty lit. Clearly, Sanji's super fast. He's quick enough to keep up with the pirate captain Luffy, who effortlessly dodged laser beams from a robot man bear guy. It's a long story.
That's
A
One Piece in a
robot
nutshell. A very,
bear-
very
a robot
long
bear guy.
story.
Sanji's got plenty of other skills. He can kick your face so hard it makes you as handsome as that devil George Clooney. Oh, brother. Then he can start blasting.
Now, I don't have that much commentary because I don't watch either of these shows very much, but I have seen enough to know, a little bit about each character. So this is a bit of a learning experience for me. So I'm sorry if there's not that much commentary.
And Danny DeVito, you back to normal with another.
And with the skywalk technique, he can literally walk on air
Skywalk?
by, listen to this, flicking his heels so quickly he creates dozens of miniature sonic booms beneath his feet.
Of course you can.
That is insane.
Note to self, never skip leg day. In fact, forget the other days. All days are now leg days.
Oh, fuck.
Sanji eventually found a true family as a chef for the Straw Hat Pirates.
Luffy.
With them at his side, he began a hunt for the All Blue, a mythical location where every ocean in the world connects and all manner of sea life exists. A perfect spot for a chef of the sea.
But just like all of us, he had to deal with his first and much crazier family at some point. And when he did, he got an upgrade.
This is the Raid Suit, a miraculous outfit with hover boots, invisibility, air boosters for increased kicking power.
And a snazzy
Okay,
cape.
he can
Conveniently,
he
the
can
suit is stored in an easy-to-carry
he
kit.
can already walk in the air, so now he's got hover boots. Even that's okay. That's awesome.
Canister that can be opened for a magical girl transformation, like so. Oh,
It
is
did.
this beer?
Wait a minute. If that's
Did that
my
can
beer,
60?
what am I drinking?
Did that can say 69?
I'm gonna either need to go to the bathroom or the hospital.
While Sanji may not possess the superhuman ability of his siblings, he has learned something similar yet entirely different. Hockey.
Gesundheit. This power
Hockey.
lets people push their body to new limits
Not the
in a
sport.
bunch of different ways. Like with armament hockey, he can make himself hard.
Specifically
Jesus
to
Christ.
strengthen his limbs for ironclad defense and stronger attacks. However, Sanji's own speciality is Kenbunshoku, or observation hockey. With this, Sanji can detect the presence of others, including through walls. He can
Hockey.
even predict future events, at least to some extent.
And
Okay.
hanging with the Straw Hats let him push his abilities to the limit. He's strong enough to keep up with the likes of Zoro, one of the deadliest swordsmen in the freaking world.
And he could battle the marine Fujitora, who could summon meteors from the sky. The largest of which, when compared to the island of Dressrosa, appears to have a diameter of over 780 meters, and thus a kinetic energy of over 12 gigatons of TNT.
So, like, he fought a guy who could basically blow up a whole island in a snap, and then some. Let me know the next time you find a cook who can pull that off.
Yeah,
He
right?
has his fair share of weaknesses, though. Sanji sees himself as a gentleman, and
He's a
thus
cook and a
refuses to
badass.
fight a lady at any cost, even his own life.
And, he's absolutely terrified of drag queens. That didn't age well.
But even with the setbacks and a horrifying childhood, Sanji is a man of the moment, an adventurer with a goal. One day he will surely discover the All Blue, and whatever else comes after that.
I was looking for a light. Appreciate it.
You got wrecked.
What is Black?
Konoha, the village hidden in the leaves, is a land of phenomenal ninja.
From Naruto to Sasuke to Kakashi,
Sasuke.
we've seen them show off their awesome talent on Death Battle before.
But one ninja student sought to prove that talent wasn't naturally born. That talent could be achieved through nothing but hard work. This is Rock Lee.
Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't use
Kut's path to being a ninja was anything but promising. See, the best
jutsu.
ninja can use all sorts of ninja magic called ninjutsu
Well, no,
or
because
genjutsu,
he's got,
but not Rocky over here.
Essentially, Lee was born with
master.
a disability, unable to access the living chakra energies within his body the same way his peers could. But while this certainly made things difficult for him, he continued to train, pushing himself to become a splendid ninja.
Too bad he got paired up with Neji, who might as well have the word prodigy stamped on his forehead.
yeah, right? He does.
Hello, irony.
With no real family to speak of, Lee had no one to guide him on his difficult path. Fortunately, he found inspiration in
Guy
the form of
sensei.
a fellow bowl-cut individual.
Might Guy, a man who is simultaneously incredibly cool and incredibly weird.
Guy saw Lee's potential and trained him to master the art of taijutsu, a ninja's physical prowess using chakra, body, and mind.
So he's not gonna be shooting fireballs or popping up clones of himself like the other guys,
Aw.
but he's gonna learn how to punch harder than anyone.
He's still a
Actually, that's
badass, though.
exactly the point of his martial art. Strong fist, a style that's all about shattering bones.
Not just any ninja can master the form of strong fist.
So they're
In the
using,
hands of a novice, it's a dangerous technique. One wrong move and you could accidentally break your
Teen.
own limbs.
But Lee quickly
Lee.
got the hang of it and even learned some awesome moves.
Before
like
Boruto.
this Killer Azuna drop on steroids.
I wondered
the
that.
Primary Lotus.
A
Primary
technique
Lotus.
so useful that many other ninja tried to copy it for themselves.
What a bunch of cheaters. He's also got this potion, and if he drinks it, he goes into a super zen state that makes him basically invincible.
Incorrect as usual, Boomstick. That was due to American censorship.
Right, it wasn't a potion, it was sake.
So wait, if I remember that correctly, doesn't that primary lotus, like if you use it, isn't that one of those ones that like kill you?
Somehow, Lee's susceptibility to alcohol turns him into an instant expert in the drunken fist, based
Of
on an
course.
actual martial art.
You know, Wiz, I've always wanted to try that style myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few. What's this? I'm gonna...
Oh,
Correction. Real drunken boxers only emulate the movements of the inebriated. They're not actually ow, ow, ow.
damn! Dummies down! on his down.
Road isn't totally sloshed. He's got one more ace up his sleeve. The 8 gates.
In
The
the
8
world
gates.
of Naruto, 8 metaphorical gates
And the 8th
exist
gate
within the
kills
human
you.
body, inspired by real-world Buddhist teachings of opening oneself to achieve enlightenment.
Seems like
But in
everything
this
kills
case,
you in
it's
Naruto.
opening a can of whoop-ass.
Think of
You
it
can
like
use
a
it, but it'll
about
kill you.
humans using only one
You
small
can
part
use
of the
that.
brain.
That'll kill you.
Each open gate increases Lee's abilities in some way. For example, the first gate allows Lee to utilize 100% of his body's potential by removing inherent mental and physical inhibitions. The third gate lets him expend enough chakra all at once to perform his signature technique, the Hidden Lotus.
The first few gates are pretty chill, even if they do wear
The
him out.
gate of pain, the
Thing
gate
is,
of
the
limit,
more
the gate of
gates you
view,
open,
the
the
gate of
more
wonder, and
dangerous
gate
it
of
gets.
death.
But Lee wasn't
Gate
afraid.
of opening
By
and
the age
healing.
of 13, he could
And
unlock
life.
5 of the 8 gates.
More than enough to keep up with the likes of
Damn.
Neji and honorary Green Day member Gaara. He's almost as quick as Naruto, who's dodged light speed attacks. And when he opened the 6th gate, he used it to slice up a giant meteor.
Comparing the scale of the meteor to Konoha's
So he's
mountainside,
got-
and
he's got a
assuming Lee
meteor
contributed
feet
his fair
too.
share to this group task, he must have produced a force equal to about 230 megatons of TNT.
The average nuclear bomb has a yield of about 5 megatons. So getting hit by 6 Gate Lee is like having 50 nukes exploding in your face.
Damn.
Now, Lee has admittedly never used the last 2 gates. However, there are multiple claims that he's mastered them by adulthood. And frankly, as the successor to Might Guy,
So
who
he's
did
not-
unlock all 8 gates, Lee should be comparable.
Guy could make a black.
So basically, they're not using a fully realized Rock Lee. Then, if he hasn't been able to use the last 2 gates at this point.
It's the size of an island with the 7th gate. With the 8th, he could go head-to-head with the ultimate big bad, Madara. This creep was packing more power than when Naruto's chakra blew a hole through the moon. A 400 petaton explosion. That's way bigger than 50 nukes. Hell, the 8th gate can bend the fabric of space.
Just one small problem. Opening the 8th gate puts an immense toll on the body. The moment you open it, you've essentially guaranteed your own death.
Yeah, but who cares as long as you take your foe with you.
Under Guy's training and with the help of his friends, Lee has shown that he is indeed a splendid ninja. Though he never quite got the chance to prove himself against Neji.
Well, according to the wisdom
Great,
of
now I'm
Gaming
suddenly having
Boomstick,
issues with my
one's
ear-
dead and
with
the
my
other
earbud.
isn't, so I think I know who won.
It's getting all staticky.
Now the villager's expert instructor in taijutsu, and with a kid of his very own, it seems Rock Lee's hard work truly did pay off in the end.
To protect and maintain one's own ninja way.
The 3rd gate! Gate of light, open!
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some of Lee and Sanji's fiery determination in the sack, check out Blue Chew.
This episode
I'm kind of leaning more toward Rock Lee, because they said that that he was able to punch through an entire meteor. I don't really remember now what Sanji's feat was, what the meteor was, but I feel like what wasn't his like speed, Sanji's. So if I remember that correctly, it's more or less speed versus strength. And I kind of feel like in a way that could be Rock Lee that could take this one, because from what I remember from watching One Piece and seeing Sanji specializes more in like kicks, whereas Rock Lee, he's kind of versed in like kicking and punching, but his strength is punching. I'm kind of leaning more toward Rock Lee. So without further ado, let's get this started.
A death battle!
It's in a bar.
I
attributes of true spicy curry.
Mild. This is the most perfectly balanced curry around.
Oh.
I see your fighting skills match your skill in cooking.
So it's a restaurant run by Sanji. Oops, there goes the beer.
Show your chef some respect.
Um,
I'm a paying customer, and that curry was awful.
the customer's always right.
Don't you like that? Look at me like that.
School him. School him, Rock Lee. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to adjust the volume.
Picky eaters are the worst.
Why is everything so loud? Fifth gate, open!
We went right into the fifth gate.
Sixth gate of view, open!
I thought they could only do that in stages.
Seventh gate of wonder,
Oh,
open!
he's going right for the kill, man. He's in the seventh gate already. Magical girl.
Wheel! Neck! Shoot! Boost! Dog! Mental!
Oh shit. Dude, you might have to use the eighth gate, man.
I will never give up. Eighth gate of death, open!
Well, I double KO. Rock Lee wins, but it kills him. Oh! Shit.
Since you wouldn't finish your food, I'm making you cough up whatever you've already eaten. Anti-matter!
Oh, come on.
Looks like mild suited you best.
Dude.
It's too spicy for you.
Holy
Well, I guess Lee can finally have that bout with Neji now.
Given Lee's
Yeah.
years of experience and the power of the 8 gates, he definitely kept Sanji on his toes.
But Sanji was no slouch himself, and like Lee, has trained all of his life.
With his speed and observation hockey, he handled even the unpredictable Drunken Fist.
And while the seventh gate meant Lee could probably blow up an island, that's not as big as the meteors the Straw Hats could handle.
Simply put, Lee had only one
speed
somewhat
took out
reliable
strength.
method of a possible victory: the 8th gate. A suicide move he's never actually used before. Not really the best argument for a win on its own.
But gate number 8 could take on Madara. Sanji's tough, yeah, but he's definitely not on that guy's level. A couple big hits from the 8th gate and Sanji's nothing but paste, so what gives?
Well, Lee would have to hit him first. While Sanji's power may not compare to the 8th gate, his speed is far beyond. Recall when his fellow rubber rabble-rouser Luffy, very patiently waited for a light-speed laser to reach him before dodging it. To pull this off, Luffy would have had to move 13 times faster than light.
Damn.
Sanji can regularly keep up with Luffy, and this was before he even got his super fast raid suit.
Don't get us wrong, the power of the 8th gate is incredible. If we were to run
So now
this
they
fight
bring that
100
up.
more rounds, Lee would surely land a winning blow with it a few times.
But more often than not, Sanji's speed is pulling this one off.
Given his speed, raid suit, observation hockey, and his fiery footwork, Sanji had everything he needed to outlast Lee's youthful determination for a victory.
Guess you could say he had a leg up on Rock Lee, hand over fist. Or I guess foot over fist, but you get it.
The winner is Sanji.
So I'm just waiting to see in like any Rock Lee fans to try to debunk this. So, I hope you enjoyed the reaction, the death battle. I'm gonna put my face right in the middle of the screen here for you guys, just because I can. So, if you guys like what you see, leave a comment. Yeah, go ahead, please comment your thoughts in the comment section. If you like what you see, subscribe, please. Hit the notification icon to all so that you can get notified of new content, and like the video if you like it. So thank you for watching.